Hi guys, get ready for today's workout. All you're gonna need is a set of dumbbells, some water, and a mat if you need it on your surface. Let's get started with a great warm-up. Just start to shuffle it out. Give me some shoulder rolls right here. Nice and light on your feet. Again, roll those shoulders. Make sure your core is in nice and tight. You want a nice strong foundation for your workout. 4 more. 3, 2. Let's reach it up. So we'll be doing intervals today as usual. My favorite workout, very time efficient. We'll incorporate everything into those intervals, strength, cardio, core. It's gonna be a great time today. Both arms up. Side leg lift. We want to get everything nice and warm. 4 more, 4, 3. Give me an upright row right here. So I'll be going over building blocks to jumping and to make things more intense. I believe that jumping doesn't have to be so hard on your body. If you do it correctly, it's actually very safe and you're not going to hurt your knees or your hips or your ankles. Let's straighten those arms, take them out in front. Eight more. Let's squat down and up. So we are going to build on those exercises, and before I throw you into a burpee, we're going to hit all those fundamentals because I want to make sure you get it right, especially if you're new or if you've been just doing jumping in not the right way or not the safest way. So I am a big fan of just using those muscles, taking it one step at a time and building. Basically anything we do with 2 feet, whether it's a jumping jack or a plank jack or anything like that, maybe a side-to-side jump, a lateral jump, you can do with 1 foot. That's your first modification right there. Let's pulse it down. Weight is in the heels, abs are nice and tight. Hold it down and tap your toes. Warming up those shins. That core is in nice and tight. 4 more. You're going to give me a little jump rope right here. So this is very low impact. This is a good go-to to come back to. Your feet are hardly leaving the ground. You're on the balls of your feet. Heels are slightly lifted. Just warming up those calves a bit. Jack it out right here. So here's your low impact. Like I was saying, anything you do with 2 feet, you can do with 1 to make it a little bit user-friendly or beginner-friendly, or depending on what kind of day you're having. And remember, whenever you add speed, make sure you have the basics down first, and that's another great way to add intensity. So if I was doing these in a warm-up, but then I was doing them in an interval, I might be here. So it's the same move, I'm just doing it faster. 4 more. Football run. Another good go-to. I like to give you those exercises you can do in between. We never want to come to a full stop, even if it's a march in place. This football run is just light on your feet, your abs are tight, and it's just fast feet. We might do it out and in. That's another way to make it a little bit more intense, but let's bring it in for now. Heel digs front. And we're gonna warm up those hamstrings a little bit, take it down a little deeper. You're gonna sit into that heel of the back leg. So this would be an example of a dynamic stretch where you're not holding. In the warm-up, I like to do more dynamic stretching. At the end, I'll do more static. 2 more. March it out. Good job. Let's go back to that squat with a knee lift. This time we're getting that core more involved. Let's add a little twist. It's a good day to have a good day, right? Even if you're watching this one time through, then get those exercises, break them down, and then do the whole workout. I try to keep my workouts to about 45 minutes or shorter. Hold it down and pulse. Now bring those feet together. Hands on your hips. We're just gonna do a side lunge, and we're gonna do these nice and slow. Take this leg out, other side. So that inside leg is straight, the outside leg bends. And you're pushing those hips back. So now let's take it a little deeper. Let's go to the floor with that hand. Again, anytime you're reaching to the floor, your legs bring you there. You never bend over. You want to protect that back. Now let's make it a little more intense, bringing that arm up. Getting everything nice and warm so we can perform at maximum level. Last one. Good job. March it out. All right, feet apart. We're gonna start in that squat. We're gonna walk out to a plank and walk it back in. So this is again gonna get you warmed up for those burpees and those down up movements. So you're gonna bend your knees to bring your hands to the floor. You're gonna walk out, walk back, and stand up. That's all it is. It also prepares the hands, the arms, the core for a little more work. You're not holding that plank for too long. Now we're gonna hold the next one out there. So hold that plank, bring your feet together. Hands always under your shoulders on a plank. You can also do planks on your knees, dropping the knees and making sure the hips are down. So from the side, this is gonna look like this. Anytime you wanna modify a plank. You can also take a plank on your elbows. Now we're gonna bring that right foot to your right hand, reach it up, and go to the other side. So you're gonna do this a few times, just to warm up those hips a little bit. Again, we're gonna be seeing this move later, so you wanna make sure you prepare the body for it. You don't wanna go into it cold. Last one. Come into downward facing dog, and then just pump those heels down. I wanna warm up those calves a little more. You can also do this 1 foot at a time, remember. 4 more. And walk those hands in and come up. Good job. All right, grab some water. You are warmed up. All right. That was a longer warm up than I normally do, but I wanted to touch on some points. So have your dumbbells ready. We're gonna take 1 dumbbell. We're gonna start with a compound exercise. Remember, we're gonna cover strength, cardio, and core. So feet are apart. We're gonna just start with a squat down and up. Remember, these will build on each other. So we just wanna sit it back, squeeze up. So if you were gonna jump this, we're not going to right now, but you would jump on the way up. You're not gonna wait till you stand to jump. So we're gonna be doing some of these with some weights, some without weights, so you can totally modify it. But this one is a great one to start out with, gets the heart rate up. You want to make sure you have a set of dumbbells that challenges you. If you don't have that at home, you can always grab water bottles or soup cans. Something to provide a little resistance is going to give you a greater challenge. Squeeze on the way up, feeling that body wake up. 4, 3, 2, take that weight down. All right, this one, all you're gonna do is you're gonna jump out and in, or you can take it side to side. So you're gonna go side to side with a jump, out and in, okay? So you're just really jumping from side to side, kind of out and in. If you don't want to touch the floor, just hinge at the hip, punch down. Remember, you are squatting. It's like a little sumo squat. If you want to make it bigger, add the arms. If you want to make it faster, that will add intensity. From the side, push that heel down. Slight toe turn out for that sumo. Side to side, out and in squat. Four more. Last one. Whew. Good job. Grab that one weight again. Remember, we're building something great. This time, we're gonna add an overhead press to that squat. So you did this before. Now, one thing I wanna point out, you don't wanna come up and then lift. You wanna lift as you come up. From the side. Breathe. So again, this is a compound exercise. It's going to raise that heart rate. Keep those elbows in. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that weight down. We have pulsing squats, your option to add a jump. So you can pulse it down, but I want you to add those arms. So see how I'm not jumping, but it's more cardio. If you want to jump, jump. So remember what I was saying about the jump happening from here. You don't wait till you come up to jump. Very bad for your knees, ankles, hips, everything. So remember, I said these exercises are going to build. Sink down deeper if you can. Starting off with the basics, then we're going to make them harder. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Ooh, get one weight. We're gonna add to that last exercise, squat with a side leg lift, overhead press, making it a little harder. Here we go. Squat, lift. Incorporating a little bit more inner outer thigh. So the nice thing about these exercises that build is you can always go back to the one that you started with. So you can go back to that squat only, or you can go back to the squat with the overhead press without the side leg lift. You make the call. Remember, come up and down, 1 unit. This is gonna prepare you for jumping. All right, so I want you to get this. So I'm not lifting when I come up, I'm lifting as I come up. So you can always make the moves faster, deeper, but you want to not skimp on your form ever. Couple more. And last one. Ooh, bring that weight down. Remember those squat jumps? We're gonna add a heel quick if you want. If you don't wanna add it, don't add it. So we're gonna go down, click, descend into that little sumo from the side. Now we're doing these a little slower because we're going deeper. We're going deeper today. Remember, the squat, jump is fine, or you can even do that side to side. I want you to sink. Breathe, come on, find that endurance. 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo. Shake it out. Grab 2 weights. Moving on. Moving on. All right. Squat rear lunge. Squat rear lunge. Rack your weights. You can also hold 1 weight. Feet apart, squat, lunge, squat, lunge. That's it. That's gonna be harder with 2 weights. So if you want, you can hold on to that 1. Or if you're building to a heavier weight, that's a good thing to do. Now I don't want these too fast. Now notice on the lunge, we're moving in the lunges now. Knee over front heel. Building. Think about building a house. You want to build a nice, strong foundation. Come on, breathe with me. Last one. Good job. Put the weights down. Building on that lunge, we're gonna do scissors and then scissor, scissor, drop. You can totally stay with the scissors. So see the scissors? The lift comes from the floor. We're gonna add a drop. Scissor, scissor, drop, scissor, scissor, drop. So you always have a drop into an alternating leg. Option to hit the floor. This is a great one for the legs, inner and outer thigh. It's gonna feel good after we just did those lunges. So it keeps the variety going when you build. And this is just a taste of those lunges, the deep lunge. Push into that front heel, just like we did when we were squatting and lunging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo. Keep the feet moving. Grab a quick sip. We're gonna keep that lunge going. Grab 2 weights. Focusing a little bit more on legs here. We're gonna do a deadlift, bicep curl, rear lunge. Feet apart, deadlift. Let's just do a few deadlifts first, okay? Again, building. Just the deadlift. You can also do this with 1 weight. Notice on the deadlift, I'm not leaning back when I come up. My knees are straight, but they're not locked. You can do this with a little bent knee. You can also have your feet wider. Now we're gonna add, we're gonna face the front again. Add that rear lunge bicep curl with the right leg back. And then give me that deadlift and left leg. So we're just gonna go back and forth. Now you don't have to go super slow here. You can pick up the pace as long as you have the form. Getting the biceps involved. Make sure you're hinging at the hip. I'll do a few from the side. Keep those elbows close. Front knee over the heel, always on that lunge. Last two. Last one. Good job. Put those weights down. Whew. All right. We're going to do alternating jump lunges to the floor. I'm going to do a burpee on 7 and 8, but you can stay with the jump lunges. If you don't like jumping, you're going to be right here. Right here. But really reach to that foot. Use your legs. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you want, burpee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Burpee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Burpee. Just a cool little option there. Back is straight. One more. Good job. Now, if you weren't ready for that burpee, don't worry about it. Cool little option. All right, one weight. Whew. A little bit more upper body. We did a lot of the presses. A little bit more upper body now and legs. Slight toe turn out. You'll put that weight down. We're gonna do up and down clean and press with a in and out or a drop squat. Let's start with the drop squat. Remember, if you don't like the drop squat, this is the drop squat. You can go side to side, one leg at a time, right? Even if we're not on the same beat, get all your reps in. We're gonna alternate the hand. We're gonna come down, get low, up, put it down, stay low, drop squat. The key is getting low. Now, if you don't like the drop squat, you can just do a regular squat. I've given you all those tools to play into it, to make it your own. I know you're feeling those inner thighs and your core. 4, 3, 2. Let's get one more in. Good job. Good work. We're gonna come into a plank. Quick set of down and ups. So you're gonna keep your hips quiet. This is cardio core. Down, down, up, up, right. Down, down, up, up, left. That's all it is. You can also, beauty of this one, do this on your knees. No problem. Just alternate. Keep your core tight and your hips down. You can also take your feet wider, especially if you're in the knee option. You don't want your knees together. You really want to keep those hips down. We're getting that upper body. We're getting the core. Whew. This is your cardio, come on. Try your best to keep those hips level. Keep your hands under your shoulders. You can always quicken the pace to make it harder. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Bring it in. Good job. All right. You're gonna grab both weights. All right. Breathe. We're gonna do a deadlift, upright row. Deadlift, upright row. Breathe. From the side, the elbows pull up. We're ramping things up a little bit now. Now that the body's a little warmer, ready for more. I'm going a little faster. You can go at your own pace. Use your muscle. 3 more, 2 more, 1 more. Woo. Good job. While that shoulder's fired up, we're gonna do another set of those down and ups. I'm gonna add a variation, plank jack. So we're gonna go down, elbow plank jack, up, plank jack. So just a variation. So you're gonna be up, plank jack, down. You don't like the plank jack? Step out, step out. Try to keep those alternating movements with the arms. These are hard. Reach to the crown of the head. Feel grounded through that core. Nice strong legs. I know you're feeling those shoulders. Last one. Bring it in. Woo. Good job. Woo. Nice work. All right. Adding weight. Grab one weight. All right. Cardio with one weight. One of my favorites, rotational squat jump. So one weight, you don't have to do it with the weight. Feet apart in a wide squat or right under the shoulders. You're gonna sweep it up and jump on the way up. Notice my jump is soft. Getting a little more core involved from the side. Breathe. Go deeper into that squat now. Notice I'm jumping when the weight is coming from the back or from the side. Last 2. Woo. Good job. Grab your weight. Feet out wide now. We're gonna do just a dumbbell swing. Keep that heart rate up. No jump. Recover that heart rate. We just did a lot of cardio. But I wanna keep that strength component and that core turned on. Breathe. Come on. Notice I'm not squatting too deep. It's more of a hip hinge. your opportunity to really squeeze inner thigh and glute. You can go pretty quick here. Squeeze, try not to lean back. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Grab your other weight. All right. We're going to incorporate a little tricep here. Not much movement with the leg. So you're going to take your feet back. I'm sorry, feet wide. We're going to hinge at the hip. We're going to do a row and a kick back. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Now if you want, you can be doing this in a lunge. And then you're just gonna switch feet after maybe every 8 or so. I'm gonna switch feet. Use your back to lift that weight up. Push. Press into that front heel. I'm going to do a few with my feet apart. This is a great one for the back and the triceps. So you're using your muscle to lift that weight. You're keeping that elbow up there. Last one, abs in tight. Bring it down. Good job. Nice job. We're going to keep that one weight. Remember that swing we did? We're going to do that dumbbell swing with movement. So you're going to take the weight in your right hand. You're going to sumo squat, switch to the other side. Now, we did this in the warm-up. It was a side-to-side jump. We made it into more of a drop squat. Actually, it wasn't in the warm-up. It was more in the first phase of our cardio when we were building. I like switching arms. Keep your back tall. Adding that cardio with the strength. These are all meant to challenge your core. They're all whole body when you think about it. Even when we're doing something without a jump, you're using multiple muscles. And that's what makes it an effective metabolic workout. Metabolism stoked all day. Doing less time, more work. Less time, more work. Last one. Whew. We're going to take that weight down. That weight goes overhead, or you can anchor it behind you. So we're going to lift up and kick the legs out. Up. Now you can also do this one with the weight up. You can do this with the head down. It's just your matter of comfort. If you want to modify, just kick out one leg. Again, if you anchor behind, this is the modification. You're using that weight as an anchor behind you. The point is to come up. Now, when you're coming up super high, you don't want to come up any higher than the tips of the shoulder blades. You want to protect that neck. Breathe. Couple more. Last one. Good job. Carefully bring that weight in front. Woo. Come on up. No weight for this one. It's one of my favorites. Cardio. It's a squat to an up twist. Quick, you're going to feel very athletic here. So it's squat, come up. breathe. Your option to this one is a squat, take it back. Squat, smash it back. Just open up those legs. This is your option without a jump. You're still getting that rotation, so you're not jumping. That's your option. Otherwise, have some fun with it. From the side. And you can make these quick. You're really gonna feel that core. Four, three, two, one. Woo! Good job. Woo! How are we doing on time? We're good. We're gonna start ramping things up for the big finish. All right. 2 weights. We're gonna do legs again. We're gonna rack those weights. You can also use one weight. It's gonna be a squat jump to a curtsy, squat jump, curtsy other side. If you don't wanna jump, just do the squat 2 times. So it's gonna be squat jump, curtsy, squat jump, curtsy. Now if you want, you can add that overhead lift. That's your option. Option. Remember, everything builds. This is tough. Make sure the weights are not behind you. They're slightly in front of your head, but they look like they're overhead. You can also do this with one weight, but we're in the home stretch, so go for it. One more each side. Last one. Put them down. Woo. Good job. Another cardio. We're gonna ramp things up. This one is going to be a side to side drop squat, 180-degree turn. So your feet are together, drop. My feet are going in and out. If you want, add the heel click. Remember, everything builds. Are you doing the heel click? So remember, either drop squat, inner thigh, heel click if you want. Everything builds, everything builds. If you don't like that, you're gonna go side to side. Or get used to that down up movement and move your feet. Never torque that knee. Pick up your feet when you're doing this one. You wanna pick your feet up, have that slight sumo. 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo. Good job. Keep moving. All right, we're gonna touch on the biceps again. We did a little bit. Two weights. All right, we're gonna do 16 on each leg. Static lunge, left leg forward, heel is up in the back, hammer curl with a lunge. Eight more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay here. Take your weights down. Stay here. We're gonna pull this knee in. We're gonna drive it in. If you want, jump this leg. If you want, you can add that weight. Drive that knee in. Woo! 3, 2, 1. Good job. Grab that other weight. Good way to build. Other leg. Hammer curl. 16. Here we go. Now, if you wanted to, bring the palm up. Vary that position. So you can be right here or here. Watch. Four, 3, 2, stay here, drop one weight. Give me that knee drive, any option. Now you don't have to jump. You can just reach and pull those arms. Pull it in, work that core. 8. 4 more. 1. Woo. Those are not easy. Keep your feet moving. Woo. Good job. Still working that bicep. 1 more. 1 weight. All right. Feet together. Drop squat to an overhead press with a bicep curl, reverse bicep. If you don't want to jump both feet, you know that side to side, just get low in a squat. Looks like this. Still working that bicep. Now, see how I'm stopping in the middle? You don't have to. You can go right up. From the side. Or you can take it side to side. 1 foot at a time. 3, 2, and 1. Ooh, put it down. Ooh. How are we doing? Good? All right. All right. Burpee. But first we're gonna do some in and outs. Some with weights, some without. All right. Let's come down. We're just gonna do the first part of the burpee, which is just like the squat, thrust in and out. Then we're gonna add the up. Not a push-up on this one yet. So from here, you can have your feet narrow and then come in wide and back. Modification. Stay nice and low in those hips. Tap that toe in. We're going to bring it into a burpee, bring it in to a squat thrust. From the side, from the front. Woo. So, keep going. Remember we did that alternating queen and press? That was to prepare you for this, to get in your legs, to get to the ground, to jump from the ground up. So you jump from here. You don't have to jump. 3, 2, 1. Woo. Woo. Good job. 1 weight. We're almost there, I promise. All right. Triceps again. Also rear delt. Now you can use 2 weights on this. I'll show you one first. Hands are palms up, or you can hold on to the end. You're gonna keep your knees slightly bent, upper body stays still. See how my hands are resting on my glutes? We're not gonna be there. We're lifting from a lifted position. So take them off. We have about 24. Use your tricep and use the rear delt. If you want to use 2 weights, palms up, same thing. Don't let the weights come here, okay? You want to keep them behind. How are we doing? We're about halfway there. Abs are really tight here. I think we have 8 more. 8, 7. Don't lean those weights on your body. Lifting from a lifted position. 4 more. 4, 3. These are hard. 2, 1. Put them down. Grab 1 weight. Let's finish off those triceps. We did a lot of biceps. You're going to take that weight up. Elbows in. Again, we're not going to rest the weight down. We're going to keep it lifted, but towards the shoulder blades. Elbows in. All right. Feet apart. I may add a curtsy to this. Just get the move first. So you can add that curtsy if you want. Why not? Try not to look down. Keep your eyes forward. Let me show that curtsy from the side. Oop. I was trying to move and curtsy at the same time. All the way up, all the way down. So you're going to slow this down if you're adding the curtsy. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Bring it down. Nice job. We're going to do a couple things on the ground. A little bit more core. And we're out. We're already over time. That's okay. That's okay. Give me some shoulder rolls. Dynamic stretch, arm circles, or a shoulder roll. All right, we'll keep it to 2 exercises for the abs. All right. First one, grab your weight. I love weighted exercises for the abs. So you're gonna have the soles of your feet together. You're gonna hold onto your weight. We're gonna do an overhead press with a crunch. Your head does not come down. Your shoulders do not go down. You can do this without the weight. So we're gonna come over here. Up. Now, if you want, you can add in that weight over your head for a little pullover if you want. But it's not going to add momentum. We don't want it to add momentum. See how the head is up? Keep your eyes right between those knees. Taking the hip flexors out of this. Now, we did a lot of planks, so for the last exercise, I'm not going to make you go in a plank. We'll do it on our back. Last one. Good job. Woo. All right. No weight for this one. We're going to do bicycles. but with a hip lift. And you can do them straight leg. I like to do them straight leg. So we're gonna do a hip lift, reach, hip lift, reach. So you're dropping that leg. If you wanna do this with bent knees, you're gonna do your hip lift, twist, hip lift, twist, hip lift, and you can always take that leg up a little higher. That's another modification building block. Now, remember, the building blocks are there because they're building blocks to something else. You're not gonna stay there, okay? The beauty of the building block is to move on, okay? And move on to something harder, but you're doing it in a very safe manner. So all the exercises I did today are with that in mind. We started with squats, we added jumps, we did lunges, we added a jump if you wanted. So it was very much building. We did the clean and press. That's to prepare your body for squat, thrusts, and burpees. That's to get your body to jump in the right way. Jumping or lifting from the ground up. That's going to be helpful whether you are going to jump or you never want to jump. You're still going to get more out of it. 4, 3, 2, and last one, I promise. Hug your knees in. Hug behind your knees. You're going to stay right here. Point and flex the feet. We're going to take our arms to the side and bring your knees to the right and to the left. And just do this at your own pace. Keeping those shoulder blades down. Now, if your knees don't go all the way down to the ground, don't worry about it. You can also put a pillow under your knees or a block. That's fine, or a rolled up towel. So you have something to shoot for. Bring it back to center. Take your left foot down. Cross your right foot over. Feel that nice stretch. We're going to lift our head. We're going to reach through to our 4-corner stretch. So you're going to take this knee out to the side. Now you can have your head down here. I just like to have my head up. And I like to press this knee out to the side. And then you can circle that ankle around. So get used to using your upper body to keep that head up. This is a very comfortable position. So once you get the strength in your neck and upper back, this won't be so hard to hold. Switch sides. All right, we're gonna take that other foot over. Oh, other foot. Lift the head, neck, and shoulders, reach through. And then again, you can circle that ankle around. We want to get the most in that we can. You may notice you're more flexible on one side than the other. Perfectly normal. Just have to work both sides. Hug both knees in, rock and roll it up. We're just going to do a little stretch for the abs, and we're also going to stretch that lower back a little bit, or strengthen it. So what I want you to do here, we're going to have goalpost arms, lift the arms and legs, and we're just going to do a few of these. This is not too hard. We don't want to raise the heart rate, but we do want to pay attention to that lower back. Now, if this is too much for you, you can lift maybe both arms and one leg. There's always a will and a way to get through these. You can even just do the legs, leave the hands down, honor your body. Just do a couple more. Keep your abs nice and tight and sit into child's pose. Walk your hands out, sit the hips down. Feel that nice stretch through the back here. Take your arms to the right, but keep your hips going back. Stretch that oblique. And then bring your chest up, other side, and then sink back down. Lift your chest, walk it back to center. Come on to all fours. Let's just do a little cat and cow. Point your toes, round the back, and arch the back with the tailbone. So just do this back and forth a few times. Sometimes we do this standing in our cool down, but we're down here, so we might as well stay. And then we're going to come back to neutral. Hold it there. Curl the toes under, and we're going to come into downward facing dog. And then just bring your feet about hip distance apart. Your hands are about shoulder distance apart, and we're just going to gently pedal. And then bring both heels down when you're ready, or as close as they come. Press into your right heel, start to lift that left leg up and open up that hip. This feels great. You're gonna bring that heel back and you can really feel a nice stretch through your quad as well as your hip. Now bring that same foot forward and we're gonna take it to a runner stretch. Now, if you don't wanna do the runner stretch, you can bring it right up here. Let's stretch that hip flexor a little more, heel down, knee down, point your toe, bring that hip forward a little bit. Bring it back to downward facing dog. So you're gonna put your palms down. Press into your left heel, take that right knee up, open up, make sure you don't have anything behind you. Look up and under that arm. Really feel that hamstring lift and feel your quad stretch. Bring that heel down, lift that hip. Now take that same foot in front of you for your runner stretch. Bring that knee down, point your toe, and then just let that hip go. Now that back knee's down, so you can have this knee go forward as long as that back knee's down. Now bring both feet together, fold over both legs. Let everything go. You can also be right here. Bend the knees, slowly roll it up. Big deep breath. Over to one side. Big deep breath, other side. Bring your arms down, opening up the chest. Press the back of the hands down. Feel a nice stretch through that whole upper body, front of the shoulder, chest. Quick stretch for that tricep. Press that elbow in and down. Other side. You can hold these a little longer. Both arms up, big deep breath up, soften the knees, exhale. Inhale, bring your hands to your heart. Feel your heart beating. Say something positive to yourself. Give a little gratitude for the ability to do this workout, the physical ability and the mental ability. And really just give yourself a little love here. You know that you did something great for yourself, and I'm a firm believer if you do something great for yourself, spend a little extra time to honor your body and do something healthy, you'll do 10 other healthy things during the day, and as well as inspiring others and just being a better person for yourself, friends, family, and the greater community. We all need that, right? Namaste. Have a great day, everybody.